Breaking weather alert right now for you. Let's go ahead and check in with Andrew Humphrey. Andrew?
Thank you very much, Sandra and Steve. And we have a tornado warning now in effect for Macomb County. This was just issued moments ago by the National Weather Service. This means that a tornado has been indicated by radar or actually seen by folks who are in northern Macomb County. Here's a look at Storm Tracker 4, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom in closer for you. But in this area that's affected, this is areas of Macomb County north of Mount Clemens, as you can see here. It's this flashing red box as I zoom in closer here, on top of the town of Armada. You can see this rotation here that's in the rain profile here. What you're looking at here, areas of green or light rain, the areas of red and yellow, that's heavier rain. Where you see this circulation right here, this hook, that's called a hook echo. That hook is indicative of rotation that is occurring within this thunderstorm. Right on top of Armada. You can see downtown Armada is right in the bullseye along Armada Ridge Road and North Road, right where they intersect, right in downtown Armada, right on Main Street, where West Main Street turns into East Main Street across Fulton. Here, let me go ahead and zoom out a little bit more. And what this tornado warning indicates is that if you're in the town of Armada, or in the path of this possible tornado, the best thing to do, the immediate thing to do, is to get indoors right away. If you can hear my voice, if you can see this signal that you're watching right here on Local 4, get to the basement immediately. If you don't have a basement, get to a small interior room at the lowest level of a sturdy building. Make sure you put as many walls between you and the storm as possible. Let me go ahead and track this circulation and see where it's going. Right now it's moving at around 15 to 20 miles per hour at a pretty good pace. It should reach the town of Richmond if this holds together between now and 8:23, so within the next 10 to 15 minutes. So if you're also in Richmond, you're also included in this box, as you can see right here. Let me go ahead and clear this, zoom out a little bit more. So for Armada and Richmond, especially north of New Haven, north of Ray Township, anyone within this vicinity needs to take action right away. What a warning indicates is that a tornado is either imminent or it is already present. And that has been indicated here by radar, and the tornado warning has been issued for northeastern Macomb County. This is good until it looks like it's good until 8:30 this evening. The time is now 7:58, so this warning is good for the next 32 minutes. Let me go ahead and switch over to storm relative velocity. What this shows here is the wind profile of the storm that's over southeast Michigan now. And you can see in this area here, the areas of red indicate wind that is moving away from the radar. The areas of green indicate winds that are moving toward the radar. And when you have this type of circulation, you have this type of what we call a couplet right here, where you have green next to red, it indicates fast-moving winds. You can even see the wind speed here on Storm Tracker 4. Winds of up to 45 to 50 miles per hour on one side and up to 45 or 50 miles per hour on the other side. And you can fill in the gaps and see that wind moving in one direction one way and the opposite direction in another in very close proximity to each other is an indication of that rotation. And that is exactly what we are seeing in the town of Armada. So we have circulation that looks like it's being confirmed here on radar. You can also tell with the look at shear, that's another indication of how fast the winds are blowing at different levels of the atmosphere. And you have that indication as well. We go ahead and clear that warning message and go ahead and use this to look at this area of red. That indicates strong area of shear here. Also across Omo Road, a strong indication of shear there. So an indication that we have some sort of rotation, at least higher in the atmosphere, that may have already reached the ground, and that's the reason why we have a tornado warning that's in effect. Here I'm going to put the rain profile back on once again. Now the hook echo, as you can see, it's broken down a little bit, but I would say by the wind profile alone, we're still seeing the possibility of that rotation that's actually occurring. I'm going to zoom out a little bit wider because it looks like we have another tornado warning that was just issued. Now it's for Oakland County. You can see that here. Let me go ahead and look. There we go. Until 8:45. This is a brand new warning that has happened just live here on the air, just south of Waterford. It includes areas just to the east of White Lake, but it also includes these towns here: Kego Harbor, Pontiac, Auburn Hills, Rochester, Rochester Hills and the city of Rochester itself. Same thing over in Troy, Bloomfield. Even though it's not raining there yet, the indication is that this area that's responsible for the tornado possibly being indicated on radar at least is likely to move through those areas. Reaching these towns here, once again, this is Oakland County, a brand new tornado warning that was just issued that's good until 8:45 for the towns and cities of Pontiac, Auburn Hills, also Birmingham, Rochester Hills, Troy, Rochester, and also Royal Oak, possibly. Royal Oak is out of the box, but it's within this cone here that I've laid. But primarily Troy, Birmingham, you're right on the edge between now and 8:25. So once again, let me go ahead and clear this here so you can get a better view. We have now new severe thunderstorm warnings, a severe thunderstorm warning that's just been issued for parts of Macomb County, but two new tornado warnings that were issued just moments from each other. One here in northern Macomb County affecting the towns of Armada and possibly Richmond eventually within the next 15 to 30 minutes. And the second one here that's in Oakland County. So if you're just tuning in now and you're in Oakland County, same sort of deal. The best thing to do when you have a tornado warning that's affecting your city, your town, your community, the best thing to do is to stay indoors, get to the lowest level of your home, that is the lowest level of a sturdy building. That includes a basement. If you don't have a basement or a cellar, make sure you get to the bottom floor and try to get into a strong interior room with no windows. Make sure you definitely stay away from windows because, of course, windows can break and that can cause additional problems, of course. So once again, tornado warning in effect for Oakland County until 8:45. It will likely affect these places right here, including Kego Harbor, including Pontiac, including Troy, including Rochester Hills, including Auburn Hills possibly, and also the city of Clawson, as you can see here, and right across I-75 between the exits just north of Royal Oak, going through exit 69, up toward exit 83 to 79 here, north of Pontiac. Those are the areas that are within the scope of this tornado warning. Here, I'm going to go ahead and clear these items right here. I'm going to zoom in closer and take a look at the wind profile also in Oakland County. This, once again, is showing you the wind profile that's here in Oakland County. And you can see some differences here in wind direction, partially because of the location of the radar as well. But I would guess right here near the community of Oxbow, where you're seeing some difference right here, and also a shape that gives an indication of some sort of circulation, being the indicator that tornado or funnel cloud may have actually formed, and if it's touched down, then that makes it a tornado. Here, let me go ahead and look at the shear tool that we have also. Yep, near the town of Oxbow, where you see these areas of red that are cascading into areas of yellow and gold right here. This is the strongest shear that's been indicated here. That can be verified here. So extreme shear being seen here and here near the town of Oxbow. Let me zoom in closer because with street level mapping, you can get an indication of what's right down to street level, what communities are affected. Right where Union Lake Road meets Elizabeth Lake Road, along Elizabeth Lake Road as well. These cities right here that are just downstream, including along Akehurst Road, Rosario Lane, Concord Drive, Jamestown Drive. These are all these homes and apartment dwellings that might be along these areas here, including Union Lake Road. Let's see here, just west of South William Lake Road. All these folks right here are really under the gun of this possible tornado that has inspired this tornado warning to actually go into effect. You already see lots of heavy rain coming down in the areas of red right here. And you also see tons of lightning that are occurring. I can put on the lightning counter right here. In this one view alone, over 350 lightning strikes alone. So not only do you have the threat of tornadoes, which of course can be deadly, but you also have just as serious lightning, which is of course very dangerous, heavy rain, which can cause flooding on roadways, and of course damaging wind. It's already got a severe thunderstorm all of Oakland County is already under the gun with a severe thunderstorm warning, and this new warning right here has just popped up here in Macomb County, central and southern Macomb County. That's good until 9 o'clock. The strong winds alone, which are as high as 57.5 to 60 miles per hour or greater, that will occur between now and 9 o'clock, that's already indication enough that one needs to be inside. And make sure you take care of yourself and take care of your families. Same thing over here in Livingston County. Severe thunderstorm warning also in effect until 9 o'clock for the next 50 minutes. Once again, if you're just tuning in, trying to take a look at Olympic action, we have now broken into regular programming and some of that Olympic action and coverage because of the threat of severe thunderstorms, but also the even greater threat of tornadoes. Radar has indicated tornadoes possible here in northeastern Macomb County near the city of Armada, affecting possibly the city of Richmond. You can already see the heavy rain that's occurring there. The wind profile suggests right here that we still have this what's called a couplet right here, where you have very fast moving wind blowing in some cases. What we saw before was over 40 miles per hour, and yep, up to 40 we just had a change in the radar, so there you go. Up to 40 to near 50 miles per hour in one direction, and on the other side in red, I'm going to go ahead and clear that once again. On the other side in red, you have winds traveling at the rate of, that are blowing at the rate of 24 miles per hour on one side, 20 to 40 miles per hour on the other. And in between, essentially in between these areas, you have a rotation that's occurring. That change in wind direction is an indication that you have rotation that's actually occurring. So once again, because the wind profile likely alone indicated on radar, you have the possibility of a tornado that may have already touched down in northern Macomb County that is traveling, let's see here, it looks like it may be traveling basically southeast at around 25 to 30 miles per hour. I'm going to go ahead and clear this and show the rain profile once again. But anyone within this vicinity here along 32 Mile Road, along 33 Mile Road or northward, any folks who are along Russ Road, as you can see here, 33 Mile Road, and to these areas here that are getting some heavy rain near the city of Richmond, right along Main Street where you're already getting pounded by heavy rain from South Main Street onto North Main Street and along Division Road. You're likely already indoors because of the heavy rain and likely because of some of the lightning and the winds that have picked up. You want to make sure if you're already indoors, make sure you're already at the lowest level of the building you're in. I cannot stress that enough. Make sure you put as many walls between you and the bad weather that's going on outdoors. And if you have a basement, even better. Make sure you get into the basement, because what these tornadoes can do is easily rip the roof off buildings, therefore the wall collapse, it loses its stability, and of course you have a catastrophic situation. And so the basement is the best place to go if you're in the path of this tornado. So once again, looks like we have another tornado warning that was just issued. Let me go ahead and click on this one, see what this one is about. This is a new tornado warning that was just issued just seconds ago, and this one is also good until 9 o'clock. So right now we have 3 tornado warnings that are in effect within southeast Michigan. I'm just widening out here to see if any others have been issued. So far you have, going to move away the lightning here for the moment. We have 2 that have now occurred here in Macomb County, 1 here in Oakland County. Let's take a look at the new one that was just issued here. Looks like we have tornadoes that may be moving in different directions. But still the location, the genesis of this is right here along Ono Road. I'm going to go ahead and put a storm tracker on here to get a sense of where this may be going. So at this rate here, possibly moving to the northeast, is moving so far. This indicates that, let me go ahead and move this all out of the way and clear all of this and get a better picture here with a wider scope here. And go ahead and lay down this track once again to get a better indication of where it's going. So the nearest city that's indicated here within this shaded region is the town of Capac and Emmett. You're not within the tornado warning itself. So I'm going to have to go ahead and clear this, clear the box, and focus on the red box and move into street level mapping to give you a better sense. So it looks like it may affect these communities that are on these roads. Omo Road, Pratt Road, if you're on Boardman Road, Miller Road, Gilbert Road, let's see here, Bell River Road, in between Main Street for the town of Richmond, that travels that far north, and just south of Riley Center, or if you're near Riley Center, Mesmer Road, if you hear the names of these roads, the best thing to do, if you know that you're on these roads or near these roads, Lambs Road, get indoors, get to the basement immediately, because you're within a tornado warning that was just issued by the National Weather Service. This tornado warning, once again, in northern Oakland County is good until 9 o'clock this evening. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the statement that was issued, try to look at the statement that was actually issued by the National Weather Service. And let me focus on this one here, this lower box right here for northern Macomb County. Looks like the possibility, looks like this was indicated by radar that there was possible rotation. Towns that may be affected include Armada, which we already talked about, also Romeo, and the storm itself is moving to the east at around 20 miles per hour. So, and let me go ahead and take a look at Oakland County once again. We want to make sure we have all bases covered here. We have a tornado warning once again for Oakland County as well, from central Oakland County over to eastern Oakland County. This affects the cities and towns including Keego Harbor, Pontiac, Rochester Hills, Troy, Birmingham, or at least the north side of Birmingham as well. I'm going to go ahead and look at the statement that was issued by the National Weather Service regarding this one also. This statement was issued just a few moments ago, less than 10 minutes ago at 8:02. It also includes the towns of White Lake, Clawson, Sylvan Lake, once again Auburn Hills, and Lake Angeles. Anyone in the vicinity of within those towns also need to take heed and take cover right away. You can see folks along roads anywhere from downtown Pontiac along North Saginaw as well. Any of the small neighborhoods or enclaves along Mount Calm, Stanley Avenue, number of these streets and avenues as well, including LeBaron Avenue, Westbrook Avenue. All these folks along just off some of these major roads, including University Drive, Huron Street, Voorhees Street, Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, Updike Road, into the Auburn Heights neighborhood, farther to the east, including South Boulevard, the Troy area as well, including communities along East Big Beaver, where it meets Livernois, where it meets Rochester Road, and right where it meets John R. Road, that's the eastern edge of it. You're still within this tornado warning area. So once again, tornado warnings are up for Oakland County and Macomb County. The one in Oakland County is good until 8:45. The ones in Macomb County are good until, for both of them, let's see, the one in this one here in northern Macomb County is good until 8:30 p.m. This other one right here, which was indicated on Storm Tracker 4, is good until 9 o'clock this evening. All this is due to a line of showers and thunderstorms that have wreaked havoc across portions of southeast Michigan, the Thumb region, the Saginaw Valley, for the past, I'd say, 4 to 5 hours now. First sparking warnings up toward Midland, also up toward Saginaw, then through the Flint area and also through Lapeer County when you joined us at 6 p.m. Well, now this line has made its way. It stayed organized and stayed nasty and stayed dangerous through this hour and continues to do so now through central and southern Oakland counties, sparking severe thunderstorm warnings that are good until 9 o'clock for southern portions of Livingston County until 9 o'clock. Once again, in Oakland County also until 9 o'clock, and now central and southern Macomb County until 9 o'clock as well.
All right, hey, Andrew?
Yes, go ahead.
This is Steve and Sandra in the studio. We want to give you just a little 15-second break to get you into the studio so you can get to the rest of your computers that are here in the studio. So if you could leave that up and come into the studio. Folks, as you're watching, maybe joining us right now because you're expecting to see the Olympics, I promise you we are going to Olympic coverage, NBC's coverage of the Olympics, but right now there is an imminent threat with tornado warnings, and since there are communities at risk right now, we're going to have to stick with the weather.
So right now we want to go ahead and get you caught up on our severe weather situation. Andrew is tracking new developments here. Things are changing rapidly. So we have 3 tornado warnings right now in our area. 2 are in Macomb County. 1 is in Oakland County. Andrew mentioned a couple of key trouble spots. So we want to go ahead and highlight those for you right now. Keego Harbor, Pontiac, Troy, northern portions of Birmingham, Rochester, Clawson as well. Andrew was also keeping an eye on several severe thunderstorm warnings as well right now in parts of Oakland County.
Livingston County, he also mentioned as a thunderstorm, not a tornado warning. Livingston County, a severe thunderstorm warning. But those other communities in Oakland County, in the Pontiac area, the Waterford area, Macomb County, and the Richmond-Armada area, those are tornado warnings.
Exactly. And some of them are set to expire at 8:45. Others getting set to expire at 9 o'clock. So I know, Andrew, the warnings are coming in, the watches. We want to differentiate between what's happening in different parts of our area.
Well, and I'm going to get a clarification, too, when we talk to Andrew again, so that we all understand the difference between a watch and a warning. My understanding is a tornado watch means conditions are ripe that something could develop. A tornado warning, the radar indicates something has developed. There is air movement that indicates a funnel cloud either in the sky or possibly has touched down. So take cover immediately in those areas.
And you're exactly right, Stephen. Andrew also mentioned that he is keeping a close eye on central Oakland County, specifically Armada and Romeo, possibly affected as well. And things are changing very rapidly. You know, when we talked earlier at 6, you know, we talked about how there was the threat of severe weather, and it sounds like things have changed here pretty rapidly in the last several hours.
Those flashing boxes on the screen, those are the areas of concern right now where there is an imminent threat. Oakland County in the area of Waterford, Pontiac, Sterling Heights. It's a fairly large area where there is a tornado warning in effect. So that means there is air activity that indicates a funnel cloud. So if you have friends or family living in that area, maybe they aren't watching right now, get on the phone and call them. This is an imminent threat, a tornado warning in that area of Oakland County. The other box to the northeast in the area of Armada, Capac, Richmond, also a tornado warning in effect, which means there is an imminent threat. Take it seriously and find shelter.
And Andrew, over the last couple of minutes, has been getting updated information from the National Weather Service as well. This is a threat of tornadoes in our area. And again, all of Oakland County right now under a severe thunderstorm warning as well. We want to make sure that you know about that, and also Macomb County as well.
All right, Andrew, we're going to get back to Andrew right now because he's been getting the very latest from the National Weather Service. So, Andrew, get us up to speed.
Thank you very much. Steve and Sandra, are you still on the line? Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Andrew.
Thank you very much. I'm happy. Let's see. We have the latest from the National Weather Service is now the severe thunderstorm warning that's now in effect until 9:30. It's for Ann Arbor eastward, so eastern Washtenaw County, you're affected as well, but all of Wayne County, including the city of Detroit, until 9:30 this evening. You can see a severe thunderstorm warning in effect there. And what Steve was talking about before, the difference between a watch and a warning, most of southeast Michigan is under a severe thunderstorm watch. That means severe weather is possible. Severe thunderstorms are possible. Now, when a warning is issued, whether it's a severe thunderstorm or a tornado, it means that it is either imminent or occurring right now. In the case of these tornado warnings here, this one in Oakland County, it means that a tornado is occurring right now and has been indicated from the report from the National Weather Service on radar. And you can see that here on Storm Tracker 4. By looking at the velocity of this storm, you can see this circulation right here, just right over, essentially right over Kego Harbor, and also over right over Pontiac as well, where you have these differences in wind direction that are occurring right now. And you can see also with, by looking at the shear, or the velocity that's differing drastically vertically in the atmosphere that's occurring here, indicated on these areas of red that make it easier to understand. As you can see, let's see here. Let me go ahead and clear the warning message. Go ahead and take a look at these areas of red right here, including strong shear or strong differences in wind that are occurring in parts of Oakland County. And the blinking red box that you see right there, that's where we have a tornado warning currently in effect. So once again, tornado warning in effect for much of Oakland County, including Pontiac eastward, until, looks like it's good, until 8:45. So that's for the next That's for the next 25 minutes, includes the towns of Keego Harbor, Troy, north of Birmingham, Rochester and Rochester Hills, the community of Auburn Heights, Lake Angeles, Pontiac, also Keego Harbor. Anyone along these densely populated areas here need to make sure that you take heed and take action right away and get to the lowest level of the building that you are in right now. If you have a basement, that's the best place to go. If you don't have a basement or a cellar, make sure that you go to the lowest floor and make sure that you put as many walls between you and the nasty weather outside as possible. Now up here in Macomb County, there's some good news. The tornado warning that was up for Armada and Richmond here in the northeastern portion of Macomb County, that has now been lifted. That has now been canceled. That's some good news. But we still have this tornado warning here that's in effect for much of Oakland County, including the Pontiac area, also Troy, Clawson, Bloomfield Hills. You're also affected by this warning area between now and 8:45. Let me go ahead and wind out a little bit here to get a sense of whether or not there are any other tornado warnings. Fortunately, there are no other tornado warnings, but we still have that tornado warning that's up for Oakland County. Now again, in addition to that, we have a severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued for Detroit and all of Wayne County, also eastern Washtenaw County, including the city of Ann Arbor. This is good until 9:30. So Ann Arbor, Northfield, Pittsfield Township, Taylor, Trenton, Detroit, Livonia, all those, a thunderstorm is different than a tornado. They can still be just as dangerous. So the best place to be is indoors. If you're anywhere within the Tri-County area, including Detroit, along 8 Mile, in central or southern Oakland County, central or southern Macomb County, best place to be is indoors. Same thing as you can see here also in Livingston County, along I-96 for the cities of Brighton, over to the community like Green Oak, Hamburg, Pinckney. You're being pounded by heavy rain right now, also some high winds also. Severe thunderstorm warning is up for Livingston County also until 9 o'clock. So once again, looks like we have severe thunderstorm warnings that are in effect. And here's a piece of good news, folks. You saw this just happened just moments ago. And Steve and Sandra, I'm going to talk to you in a second, because the good news is the tornado warning that was in effect for central and eastern Oakland County has now been canceled. It was set to go until 8:45, but indications are that it has now been canceled. I'm going to listen for the director to let me know when you're actually back online and when I can talk with you. But a tornado warning has now been lifted. That's good news. It's been canceled for Keego Harbor, Pontiac, Clawson, all those communities that are in central and eastern Oakland County. That is some good news. Now, that being said, we still have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. Steve, Sandra?
All right, Andrew, thank you so much for that update. And if folks are just joining us, we want to go ahead and get you up to speed because things are changing pretty quickly here. But Andrew did just mention that tornado warning for much of Oakland County, central and eastern portions of Oakland County has in fact just been canceled. It was supposed to go until 8:45, but Andrew just got indication from the National Weather Service that it was just canceled.
Yeah, both those tornado warnings canceled. Oakland County and up in Macomb County in the Richmond Armada area. No longer a tornado warning. Now, that doesn't mean the severe weather is gone. The severe weather alert, the watch
and the
warning,
thunderstorm warnings are still in effect.
And the thunderstorm warning remains in effect for northern Washtenaw County, Livingston County, into Oakland County, and Wayne County as well, and then moving east into Macomb. So that's a severe thunderstorm warning, but the tornado warnings have now been lifted.
And just to reiterate some of those areas under the severe thunderstorm warning, which is still ongoing, we're talking about central and southern Oakland County. Andrew also mentioned Macomb County, and Steve, I know you mentioned Livingston County. Andrew highlighting several cities in those counties as well that are still under that severe thunderstorm warning.
You know, the weather all moving east, and as we're seeing from that satellite, radar image on the screen right now, over Oakland County in the Waterford area, Milford, Waterford, Pontiac, Novi, Sterling Heights, those deep red colors indicate severe weather happening right now, heavy rain. So the severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect for all those counties, northern Washtenaw, Livingston, Oakland, and into Macomb. Let's get back to Andrew.
Sandra and Steve, thank you very much. We still have severe thunderstorm warnings as indicated once again in Detroit, all of Wayne County, eastern Washtenaw County, southern Livingston, southern Oakland County, southern Macomb County. So heavy rain, dangerous lightning, high winds that can be damaging, even damaging hail, still possible within this vicinity up until 9 or 9:30 later on this evening. And nearly all of southeast Michigan still has a severe thunderstorm watch, good until 10 p.m. Now I'm going to listen to the director to see when we throw back to Olympic coverage, because that's coming up very soon. But for right now, many of these communities, including us right here in Detroit, need to make sure that you take heed right now. Be indoors, stay indoors for the time being, for at least the next half hour to an hour as this terrible weather continues to push through. That contains heavy rain, high winds that can be damaging, and the possibility of hail. If you happen to lose power, make sure you're prepared. Make sure you have flashlights with fresh batteries at the ready, a radio or television with fresh batteries also at the ready. Make sure your generator is already fired up. If you happen to have a generator, remember, make sure it is away from the house, outdoors, so you don't have any accidents with carbon monoxide. Also, plug in your mobile phones so that they are fully charged. Once again, we have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for Livingston County and much of southeast Michigan. Now we go to Olympic coverage.